Prince Harry's rift with the royal family definitely hasn't been healed despite his recent visit to the UK to see his grandmother, the Queen, a royal expert has claimed. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex visited the 96-year-old monarch on their way to the Invictus Games in April, and have since confirmed their attendance at the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations this summer. However, royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams believes more needs to be done before they can move past the tension. Speaking to US Weekly, Mr. Fitzwilliams said, "I'd say the rift very definitely hasn't been healed." He added, that, "I'm afraid, is quite clear." His comments came after Meghan and Harry met with the Queen at Windsor Castle on their way to the Games in The Hague, Netherlands, just ahead of Easter. After their meeting, Harry spoke about his close relationship with his grandmother and said how great it was to see her but declined to confirm whether he would attend the Jubilee celebrations. But since then, a spokesperson for the couple confirmed, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, are excited and honored to attend the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations this June with their children. Despite the warm comments about his grandmother and recently announced plans to attend the landmark celebrations this June, Mr. Fitzwilliams believes the tense situation is far from over. He said, "It really is an extraordinary situation." Buckingham Palace recently confirmed the couple will not stand on the balcony alongside other senior royals, as they are no longer working members of the firm. The statement read, "After careful consideration, the Queen has decided that this year's traditional Trooping the Colour balcony appearance on Thursday 2nd of June will be limited to Her Majesty and those members of the royal family who are currently undertaking official public duties on behalf of the Queen." The royal commentator also noted that there is likely another source of potential drama on the way as Prince Harry's memoir is due to be published later this year. He said, "It will again be a source of very, very substantial discord. Whatever he writes, if it's published this year, it's going to cause problems." The book, which is set to be released in July 2021, has been described by the Duke as a wholly truthful account of his life. In a statement, he said, "I'm writing this not as the prince I was born but as the man I have become. I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think." The former editor of Vanity Fair told The Telegraph in an interview ahead of her upcoming book The Palace Papers, Inside the House of Windsor, The Truth and Turmoil, that the relationship between the royal princes is very bad. This follows a public distancing between the two in the wake of a series of reported rows during the period that Harry and Meghan Markle made known their intention to step down as full-time working royals in 2020. Tensions arose during the tumultuous Megxit period. These were compounded a year later when the Sussexes gave an interview to Oprah Winfrey in which they claimed they felt unsupported by members of the royal family. Meghan also said Kate Middleton had made her cry before her wedding. Most controversially, the Sussexes alleged that an unnamed member of the royal family made racially insensitive comments about the skin color of the couple's first child. As it stands, Brown says that the relationship between the once close siblings isn't good. "I'm told there's absolutely nothing going on between them at the moment." But while many experts say Meghan's entree into the royal fold sparked the rift, Brown says it was actually brewing for years. The author traces the origins of the prince's strained relationship back to the period immediately after Harry's retirement from the armed forces. She told The Telegraph that the prince was rattling around and not really knowing who he was after he was no longer bound to follow the defined career path and structure which had been provided for him in the army. Harry served in the armed forces for 10 years, undertaking 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan. He also spent time with the Australian Defence Force in Darwin. In 2015, the prince resigned his commission and took up royal duties full-time.